Plassenberg is a castle in the city of Kulmbach in Bavaria. It is one of the most impressive castles in Germany and a symbol of the city. It was first mentioned in 1135. The Plassenberg family were ministerial of the counts of Andechs and used as the seat the Plassenberg. The House of Württemberg, a prominent Franconian noble family, traces its origins back to 1149 with the Gunderloh v. Plassenberg. The name Gutenberg is derived from Gutenberg and was adopted by Heinrich von Plassenberg around 1310. From 1340, the Hohenzollerns governed from Plassenberg Castle the territories in Franconia till 1604. The Plassenberg was fortress and residence for the Hohenzollerns. It was destroyed in 1554 at the end of the Second Margravian War of Margrave Albert Alcibiades. The Plassenberg was later rebuilt by the architect Caspar Vischer as an impressive stronghold and as a huge palace. In 1792, Margrave Alexander sold the Plassenberg to his cousin, the King of Prussia. A combined Bavarian and French army under the command of Jerome Bonaparte, brother of Napoleon, besieged the Plassenberg in 1806. In 1810, Kulmbach became Bavarian and the castle was used as a prison and as a military hospital. During the Second World War, the organization city.It used the Plassenberg as a training camp and recreation home. Today, it is a museum and a venue for cultural events. It contains a significant collection of Prussian military artifacts and portraits. History. The Plassenberg was first mentioned in 1135, when it was described by Count Berthold of Andechs as comes to Plassenburg. Presumably he was also the founder of the castle, which was built to the west of an earlier fortified farmstead. To begin with, the castle was a central supporting stronghold for the Miranian rulers of the Upper Main and Franconian Forest. After the death of the last Andechs Miranian, Duke Otto VIII, his brother-in-law divided his inheritance. The Plassenberg with Kulmbach, Beineck, Goldkronig, Wurzburg, Trebegast and Pretzendorf went to Hermann III and Otto III, the Counts of Weimar-Orlemund. The two sons of Hermann II and Beatrix of Andechs-Mirania initially ruled together as lords of Plassenberg. After 1278 they divided the inheritance of the father, whereupon Otto III was given sole possession of the domain of Plassenberg and the territory around Weimar. Otto III died in 1285 and the Plassenberg appeared soon afterwards in the hands of his son Otto IV. His son in turn, Count Otto VI of Orlemund, who was the only alderman since 1323 who was described as Lord of Plassenberg, pledged this lordship together with the Plassenberg, Kulmbach, Trebegast and Beineck in 1338 to Burgrave John II of Nuremberg. As a result, after Otto VI's death in 1340, Plassenberg fell to the Burgraves of Nuremberg from the House of Hohenzollern. Gradually, the Plassenberg developed into a new center of power for the Hohenzollerns. At the time of Burgrave Frederick V of Nuremberg, the Plassenberg had already outstripped the Kadolzburg, a traditional Burgravial residence. In 1397, Burgrave Frederick V stepped down from the business of government and chose the Plassenberg as his retirement home. The Hohenzollerns' territory in Franconia was divided between his sons, John III and Frederick VI, later to be the Elector of Brandenburg, in accordance with the Dispositio Fridericiana of 1385. Thus the Plassenberg became the center of power for the so-called Principality of the Mountains, later the Margraviate of Brandenburg-Kulmbach. After the death of John III in 1420, his estate fell to his brother, Frederick, who, in 1421, created the office of Captain of the Mountains to rule his domain. Plassenberg remained the administrative center of this hilly principality until after the middle of the 16th century. The internment of the Countess Barbara of Brandenburg in March 1493 began the sad chapter of Plassenberg as a family prison. This reached a peak in February 1515 when Margrave Casimir of Brandenburg locked up his father, Margrave Frederick the Elder of Brandenburg, in a tower room at Plassenberg which he could not leave for 12 years. In 1542 Margrave Albrecht Alcibiades moved the residence for the first time from Plassenberg, which continued to serve primarily as a country fortress, to Bayreuth. Bibliography. Karl Bosl, Bayern. 3. Auflage. Krone, Stuttgart 1981, ISBN 3-520-27703-4. Daniel Berger, Landsfestungen der Hohenzollern in Franken und Brandenburg, Sonderausgabe, Freund der Plassenberg, Kulmbach 2000, ISBN 3-925162208. Gunter Dippold, Peter Seidler, Die Plassenberg, zur Geschichte eines Weireikens, Schulze, Lichtenfels 2008, ISBN 978-38773518888. August Gebessler, Stadt- und Landkreis Kulmbach, in Die Kunstdenkmäler von Bayern, Gersenventer 3, Band, Deutsche Kunstverlag, München 1958, s. 16-26. Helmut Hennig, Die Moranische Erbschaft. Sagen oder Flutsch. Ein Beitrag zum Hohenzollernjahr. Regierung von Oberfranken, Bayreuth 1992. Erwin Hermann, zur Geschichte der Plassenberg. 1. Teilabdruck aus der Kirchengeschichte Kulmbachs bis 1806. Regierung von Oberfranken, Bayreuth 1982. Helmuth Kunstmann, Bergener Mobile Main. Unter besonderer Würdigung der Plassenberg, Freund der Plassenberg v. unter anderem, Kulmbach 1975. Gerhard Pfeiffer, Die Landesgeschichtliche Funktion der Plassenberg, in Jahrbuch für Frankische Landesforschung, BD 29. Degner and Ampco, Neustadt und der Reich 1969, s. 245-259. Harold Stark, Die Plassenberg, Obergebirgisch. Residence und Landsfestung, in Johannes Eriksson, Eva Maria Brockhoff Bayern und Amt Preußen und Amt Bayerns Preußen. Schläglichter auf einer historische Besichtigung, Haus der Bayerischen Geschichte, Augsburg 1999, ISBN 3-927233676. Sabine Weigand-Karg, Die Plassenberg, Residence und Hofleben bis 1604. Sparthling, Weisenstadt 1998, ISBN 3-926621087. Jacob Wassermann, Die Gefangenen auf der Plassenberg, Erzahlung 1909. Wolfgang Skobeth, Doris Liedner, Text und Kommentar zu Die Gefangenen auf der Plassenberg, Reihe, Buckners Schulbibliothek der Modern, H22. Buckner, Bamberg 2005, ISBN 376613972-X.